morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Matt Hinson. I'm the founder of Rollout Inc. And this is Alejandro Acobo, my co-founder, Trevor Maramira, and Adrian Avedano. Rollout offers a revolutionary patent-pending computer device with a flexible electronic e-ink display that will serve the architecture, engineering, and construction industry, also known as the AEC industry. I was a project manager for a large construction job we were building down in West Laco, Texas last year. We had just incurred a costly error because the plan set out in the field had been updated with the latest revisions, which consisted of a few new sheets that had to be manually leafed in to the existing drawings. Our subcontractor built a wall according to an outdated drawing, even though I had already sent the latest revisions via PDF files to the entire team. Unfortunately, this is a recurring problem in the industry. With changes constantly being made to these drawings, something is inevitably going to be missed. $4 billion are spent every year on paper reprographics in the United States alone. And we've identified three major pain points in that realm. The first is cost. Paper reprographics average between $5,000 and $10,000 per project, depending on project size. And at the Baylor football stadium being built up the road, you're looking at $50,000 to date and counting. However, that's just a drop in the bucket compared to the rework and confusion that happens by paper drawings. That construction project of the stadium is going to actually have about $1 million in rework due to outdated construction drawings. It's a pain, take it from me, to have to re-leaf in new drawings to an existing paper drawing set. You have to unbind the drawings, find where the paper goes, and leaf in a new set. And third, even though paper can be rolled up, it's heavy, bulky, and a pain to carry around, especially on a commercial airline. Now, the industry is growing closer to their goal of paperless construction. However, there are barriers to the current technologies. The first one is size. Even though AEC firms are using iPads and tablets to look at their drawings from the cloud in real time, they're still buying paper. And as long as they buy paper, they're still at risk of rework. These drawings on these tablets simply aren't large enough. They want to view a full-size drawing. And second is visibility in sunlight. A backlit LCD or LED monitor simply isn't viewable in the sunlight. And third is eye strain. When you're looking at drawings in detail for hours on end, and you're looking at a backlit LCD or LED TV monitor, it really does cause eye strain. But I'm here to tell you, after 7 years of construction industry experience, I know exactly how to solve this problem. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Rollout. Alejandro, roll it out.
Rollout offers a revolutionary patent-pending device designed to eliminate the need for AECs to print full-size and half-size plans on paper. Surrounded by cloud-based file-sharing solutions, Rollout allows project team members to collaborate in real time. Unlike current alternatives, Rollout provides a large enough display for proper viewing without the need for zooming and scrolling. Rollout will feature Wi-Fi and 4G connectivity, allowing access to plans from the cloud. This electronic plan room provides a dashboard view on the device showing every project plan that the company is working on. From here, you can select the plans you wish to view and turn to different sheets by selecting the directory column on the right-hand side of the display. Password protection and encryption can be enabled on each plan set so that only authorized personnel can access a particular project. And for those who are slow to adopt the cloud concept, Rollout will feature a USB port so PDF files of plan sets can be transferred to the device with a flash drive. Modularity will be key to successful adoption and serviceability. The rugged outer housing can easily be opened, allowing access to the display and axial computer core, which houses the computer components and circuitry. You can think of this patent-pending embodiment as an iPad in a tube.
Our vision is for every AEC professional worldwide to have a Rollout device in their hands from which they can easily and securely access the latest set of project drawings from the cloud. Now, we found that the total addressable market in the United States is 4.5 million individuals, which translate to $22 billion. Now, our business model, we've come up with three main ways for Rollout to make money. The first, of course, is through product sales. We're going to sell our devices, but we'll also offer a leasing model, bringing in recurring revenues. We also are going to offer a software as a service, cloud-based document management service in year 2. Because we thought this through, we're also going to allow our devices to be compatible with all the most popular cloud-based document management solutions currently on the market today. We're going to take in ad revenue through these companies by featuring their services on our displays. And distribution channels, we're obviously going to offer a Rollout e-commerce website from which customers can go purchase our devices. And we're going to also utilize Reaper graphics firms as value-added resellers, because think about it, they're the perfect candidate. 60% of their sales is now paper. The other 40% is electronic document management services. They know paper is dying, and they're dying to get into the electronic document management services. We've already confirmed with these companies that they would be willing to offer our devices as an upsell to their current software.
All right, so we conducted a survey of over 150 AEC professionals and met face-to-face with several of them, which helped evaluate the customer's pain, need, and the willingness to purchase our product. So let's take a look at some of these statistics. 65% of them said that they need better electronic document solutions as a way to view and share document drawings in the industry. Now, 56% of them said that the screen size on an iPad or a tablet is just too small to see the entire full-size drawing. But the most staggering of them all, 67% of them said that paper, keeping a set of drawings updated, is their biggest pain point. So for a good project use case like Matt mentioned earlier by the Baylor Football Stadium, let's take a look what would happen if they would have used a Rollout device in this project. They would save over $2 million in manpower, over $1 million in rework, and over $64,000 on paper for a total cost savings of $3.2 million and a return investment on this project alone over 1,000%. We met face-to-face with the general contractor of this project, Austin Commercial, and they still print in paper over $50,000 in spite of the usage of 50 iPads and 4 large TV monitors. So our underlying strength.
Alejandro?
Yes, sir.
Let me interrupt quickly. It would help me as you go through this if I've already got in my mind what your physical costs of goods will be at your estimate and what the SRP and how much this, just a quick interruption so
Sure.
I get those numbers in.
We'll get to that in a few slides. It's $2,000 unit cost, $5,000 unit sales.
That's all
Yes,
I
sir.
will get.
All right.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at this. So Rollout allows an AEC professional to see the entire full-size drawing without having to zoom or scroll. The flexible display is more rugged and resilient than the glass display on an iPad. And the outer housing will add even more protection from the shock and the weather. Now this display, although
This is a mock-up,
Yes.
yes, sir, printed on vinyl.
But is that an electronic display?
This will be e-ink electronics, the final
E-ink.
product.
yes, sir. Now, although it is large enough to see the entire full-size drawing electronically, it is still portable by utilizing a flexible display that rolls up conveniently into a self-contained housing. Now, this is very important, visibility. Our displays closely resemble the look of real paper. Unlike LCD or liquid crystal displays, these displays require no backlighting, which allows the professional to see the drawing easily, even under sun conditions. Low energy consumption.
That's e-ink.
That display right there has been about 2 weeks ago, the image was projected. It can last for months without recharging, and it's a high contrast, low power consumption. Importantly, the industry is moving closer towards the goal of paperless construction. Reducing the amount of paper printed in a construction project can help to get LEED credits and also Green Building certifications. And last but not least, and most importantly, our revolutionary product has a utility patent file. We've incorporated as a company, and our logo has been officially trademarked.
Can you talk about what you guys are, or just real quick since you're on it, what
Yes.
you guys are patenting?
Sure.
What else is out there? What does Amazon think of all this? I mean, even if you guys get an approved patent, you still be sued.
Sure, there are going to be probably other competitions. We're going to go over our competition very shortly. Our patent has a number of claims. One of them is that the computer configuration in the tube and how the display will wrap around the actual computer. That's a novelty there. And there's a lot of other use and size and configuration claims on our patent. We did spend $11,000 and we had a patent attorney do a thorough research.
Okay, so let me ask that differently. So
Yes.
the Kindle, so that e-ink functionality of that, is there an underlying patent to that? Just to have that ability to have this e-ink, looks like a big flexible Kindle.
Yeah, sure.
Are you guys stepping on that at all?
As an OEM supplier, we're gonna source our displays from e-ink. And we are about to sign a joint development agreement with e-ink, which we'll get to.
So how
Why are
will we
you
know it's
focused on one application where it seems like the main value is in the device?
And the portability of it.
Am I missing something?
Okay,
Your company is going to manufacture that device, and you were specifically talking about applying it in the construction business.
Yes.
Is that right?
To start, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
And so why not focus on just the viability of that device in broader markets?
Oh, yes, we will.
Instead of just
We're gonna-
this one application?
Yeah,
You're right to that, sir. We
Yeah,
will. Yes,
we're
sir.
gonna get to that. That's a great point.
Great point.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
All
So
right.
just another question, just so I understand. So when you're at the building site and you have a set of plans and you pull it out, if there's been a change in the plans, will that automatically connect to a Wi-Fi in the building site area and automatically feed the changes while they're looking at it? Or do you
So-
have to reset or reboot to get the new?
There are several software applications on the market today that do that, both of what you said. It can be someone at the company needs to upload the latest drawings once they get them from the architect or whatever the design team is. And just like the iPad works with cloud-based document management right now, our device will work too. The difference is our device is going to allow them to eliminate paper, whereas all of the devices on the market today will not.
Okay.
Okay. So how are we gonna get to market? We're gonna utilize direct sales through our website. We're gonna leverage reprographic companies as value-added resellers. We're gonna post ads and articles in industry journals and news, but most importantly, we're gonna leverage our existing early evangelists because word of mouth is very important in this industry. Our analog strategy for this is Bloom software, which in just a couple of years captured over 60% of the AEC market using the exact strategy. So to talk about both this strategy you mentioned earlier, about how are we going to go to other markets, here's a bowling pin strategy. First, we're going to start with the construction firms because they're the low-hanging fruit. They have the most need for our product, and they are a powerful reference for all other customer segments. So you guys on oil and gas. And to go more in depth as to what you mentioned earlier, Bo and Randall, you'll see here that you're right. We can use the vision is to not just the AEC market. We are in the lean startup method. You go into a niche, you dominate that, and then you expand. So, but what other applications can we go to? Shipping and building, refineries, oil and gas, P&IDs, pipe and instrumentation diagrams. They use big drawings like this, and we confirm this with some of our industry professionals as well. You've got explorations, military. So for a world total addressable market, you're looking at about $80 billion.
And that printing is just black and white?
Yes.
Currently, but they also have a red coming out very soon. So if you do any markups, which this will be touch, you will see any markups easily on the drawings.
Yes.
And there are other technologies we're going to source from. Liquid Vista has a technology called electro-wetting, which is full color, but it's still bistable and reflective. What does that mean? You can see it in this broad daylight, and it doesn't take any power unless you're changing the image.
You can just use it for like signage.
They are trying to use devices for signage like this already.
Like you repurpose your sign, you just
Sure, but
Close
the
it
thing
up,
about
print
signage is
something off,
they
pull it
have
out.
a lower PPI than what we're going to offer with our devices. Lower density.
And when you say it's touch, that means if I've got my stylus and I'm writing on it, does that then get recorded? My notes get recorded into the cloud, or well, I guess
Does it domino
at my
back?
option?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That means if I make a markup and I say fix this corner bracket right now, or this needs to be adjusted to 46 feet instead of 42, you hit save, and then the guy on the job site, I'm in my office, the guy on the job site, when he refreshes his browser, boom, it's there. And there are applications that auto-refresh, so he has it right away too.
So you refreshed a design. Is there elements that connect to the cost of changing that design that are available in real time?
Yes, actually, they have what they call vector PDF files that are vector-based, and they can link a lot more information than just what's on the PDF file. So you can actually, and I think I'm addressing your question how you want it. You can link photos, you can link costs to different elements, you can do scaling and figure out, do your estimating off of that.
Plan calls for a straight wall. I have a whiff of, ingenuity. Say, I really like a little curve wall
Sure.
here. How much does that contribute to a change order cost?
That is going to be done and designed by the architect on a desktop computer on CAD software. We're talking about once drawings are issued, we're managing PDF documents.
I understand.
So
Okay.
it's not relevant really to what we're doing right here, I don't think, from what I understand.
In your particular application, if you use that device, do you give up the ability to write notes on the paper that you want to retain? And then do you give up the ability of, flip between this page, let's come back to this one, where you're doing it?
No, in fact, it'll be easier than even paper because you'll have a little reference pane over
Yeah, I
here
saw
to
that.
select your page, but you can also have, we're going to have a split screen. So
Okay.
if you do want to look at your mechanical drawings next to your architecturals, you have it right there.
Once you hit that, you have to close it and then open it up
Oh,
again?
no, not at all. It'll be, just think of it as an iPad with a big flexible display. That's the difference. And you can view it in sunlight, it doesn't shrink.
From a use standpoint,
Yes, sir.
you got a job site superintendent,
Uh-huh.
they pull up the drawing.
Yes, sir.
You got you got someone below the superintendent, not as educated, not as sophisticated, typically working off of drawings.
Yes, sir.
So how does, I could see the superintendent having this and having real-time information, but the worker bees who are actually doing the job, how does that device transfer that information? Because they typically go off, blueprints.
They do go off paper currently, and that's why there is always a cost of rework in every project built into the budget.
No, I understand.
So-
I'm looking at it from a viability standpoint.
Okay, so viability, it's, we can offer half size, which a lot of guys out in the field walking around will have a half size. We can offer different sizes of this, and as long as they tap into the cloud station, which all of the project team members have access to, they can access the latest drawing in real time. Yes, sir.
So everybody on the site that
Has to go.
Absolutely.
has to do that. You can't do paper.
Correct. And typically, and we're going to move on, as long as you don't have a question here.
Well, yeah, sorry.
All right.
Because the e-ink,
Yes, sir.
fascinating technology. 2 or 3 years ago, there were plans related to making that possible. I'm wondering about barriers to entry and to what extent you're commercializing, and hooray, a technology that others are also around looking at the same kind of use, because this use came up however many years ago that was, when e-ink was just an idea. So I don't know if that's in your presentation, but that barriers to entry is of concern.
Yes, sir. Yes, we'll go through that for sure.
Absolutely. So our competition. So first is Iron tables. They offer large TV monitors that are touchscreen. However, they're bulky, heavy, definitely not portable, and it causes eye strain. Then you've got laptops and tablets. Yeah, they're portable. You can access the crowd, but you still have to zoom and scroll and have poor sunlight visibility. And then there's Rollout, the only solution that can address all these problems. And ladies and gentlemen, the most exciting part about Rollout is that you're looking at how the construction industry can finally go completely paperless.
So our team, we have our founder, Matt Henson. He's an MBA, has 7 years of construction industry experience, and he has worked with 3 of the largest firms in the United States. Co-founder Alejandro Jacobo is an Aggie. He has worked for Ericsson. He has several years of sales experience, and he has a master's in innovation entrepreneurship. Adriana Avendaño is a PhD, material science PhD candidate, specializing in flexible electronics. He's worked for General Electric and Qualcomm. I am Trevor Maramira. I'm a hardware engineer, electrical engineer. I have experience in hardware development, and I'm working on my master's in engineering systems.
For our advisors, in the technical side, we have Dr. Bruce Gnate, who is a former program director in DARPA, specializing in flexible electronics. We also have Dr. David Ali, who is the current director of technology in the Flexible Display Center in Arizona State University. On the business side, we have Dr. Joseph Picken, who is a founder of the actual Institute of Entrepreneurship in UTD and has more than 35 years of experience. He has been CEO of 2 NASDAQ companies. We also have Jackie Kimsey, who's serving 18 boards, and we also have industry advisors, which are Michael Sinacola from Mario Sinacola Companies, and we also have Jim Gregg from Ralston Commercial.
Do you have any legal patent advisors?
We do. We have Tim Bliss with Howson and Arnaud, and we also have another law firm that's working with us to make sure all of our documentation is correct. Yes, sir. All right, for our market potential, like I said earlier, we have a $2,000 unit cost. From talking to our potential customers, they've told us they'd be willing to spend $5,000 to $10,000. So we're going to put a unit price here of $5,000 that would give us a margin of 60%. We have a break even of 200 units. Year 1 will be 2,000 units sales. Year 3 will be 8,000 units. And year 5 will be 25,000 units in sales, which is 0.16 of the global total addressable market. For our product roadmap, we actually are going to be developing our flexible rollable display. But our customers had the idea of, look, Matt, we were talking to Michael C. Nicola at Mario C. Nicola and Sons. He said, I don't care if it's rollable right now. I mean, a lot of guys in our company could use the rollable. But gosh, I have a set of plans sitting on my plan table in my office that never really leave, but they're all outdated. And I wish I had a large electronic display that I could scale from and use. And so can you get us a non-rollable version first, just before you get everything else? Because I want it fast and I want it yesterday. So we're going to start with a minimum viable product. And we're going to offer a non-rollable display that offers all of the current benefits and features that this rollable will, except for the rollability, which is a little portability. However, it's still going to be only 5 pounds. You're going to still have all the other benefits. And that's compared to a big TV screen display, which would be about 100 pounds. That is the only other option to substitute. Yes, sir.
You had mentioned that in terms of budgeting a construction project, that the cost may vary for the printable things
Yes,
from
sir.
5,000 to 10,000.
Yes, sir.
And that's printing copies for everybody.
That's printing copies just for the players in the general contractor firm, not even including subcontractors and
But
engineers.
multiple people.
Yes, your
This is
estimators-
one.
Yeah.
That only one person can use. So you're kind of pricing it at the cost, $5,000, right?
Except-
For one.
On a $5,000 to $10,000 range budget, you're looking at a 3 to 5 month project. So you're still going to have, this thing is going to last way more than one project.
When you talk to potential users, how many of those would they need on a project?
They would need probably per project minimum 3, because you're going to have one in the home office. Typically, the project manager has a plan table. He's going to look at, reference, and call people. Hey, you need to do this, and we have a lot of phone conferences. You have your estimator. So you might have 4. Is going to have one in his office. He'll use it for multiple projects, of course. But then you also have your superintendent in the actual construction trailer. That's one. And then you also have one in the middle of the job site. You usually see a little kiosk that they build out of plywood that always has a set of plans in there. That's always, well, when it does get outdated, you're looking at big.
You get it. That would be great for you if they all bought it for that one project, but then it adds to their budget cost.
It does, but then it cuts their cost for the next project because they don't buy any paper. And you're looking at a return way less than a year.
And Matt, this non-flexible one,
Yes, sir.
this is because the technology of the rolling isn't quite ready. This is during product development.
Right.
We have this to sell now and people want it. Is that a fair summary?
It is, the technology is ready. You want to speak to that?
Sure. The display you have in your hands right now, that's built on glass.
And not
Yeah, that's
flexible,
built
we
on
noticed
glass.
Not
that.
flexible.
That's what's commercially out there right now. So as they will talk about in a minute, the only difference is now we're going to use PN, which is a polymer, to build them on that. And if you have used PN, that's a flexible plastic that you can bend, right? So, but the manufacturability, it's right there. So we're talking with ink just to scale this. They already have flexible displays with them. If you have seen the Pebble watch, that one's already flexible, but we're going to scale these, and we're talking with them to get the manufacturability ready. The technology is already there.
The initial non-rollable device will still be flexible, and that is what makes it so lightweight, and that is huge. Because what if a guy has it on his playing table, the PM, and he wants to go to the conference room and talk about a drawing? He can still pick it up easily. It's battery operated. He doesn't have to plug it into the wall, and so you have that benefit as well. It doesn't use much power. So investment, we're looking right now for $200,000 in convertible debt. This is to get our prototype build for this summer done. We're going to have it done by August. Once we get this prototype build done, we're going to pre-sell the crud out of these things. I'm telling you, just without a prototype, we've talked to customers, shown them our mock-up, and they want it now. They want this non-rollable version now. Once we get, go ahead. We're going to use $80,000 is going toward the E-Ink joint development agreement. That's going to include engineering time from E-Ink, as well as all of their parts list, several flexible 13.3-inch displays. This prototype, we're going to do a tiling method, which we also confirmed with our customers is not an issue. It's actually a great way to get something out there very quickly. We're going to prove out the market, and then we're going to get E-Ink we're going to give them that business case to invest in the machinery to go fully rollable and large screen one piece. Exit strategy, year 5 acquisition. ARC, American Reprographics Company, is a publicly traded reprographics firm in the U.S. 60% of the sales are now paper, 40% and growing is in electronic document management. We've talked to customers like companies like these, and we think that that would be a potential acquirer because they're trying to get into this realm. Panasonic and Google are both developing products for the construction world right now, so those could be an acquirer as well. What's in it for you? Assume a 3x revenue multiple on exit. 87 million, that's 25,000 units, times 3 is $260 million, And at 2% after some dilution, we assume $5.4 million, which is a greater than 30x return on your investment. Customer validation is the most important part of all of this. It doesn't matter if you don't have customers who are willing to buy. We've gone out to several customers of the largest firms, that includes architecture firms, engineering, and construction firms in the US. And they said that they are more than willing to purchase our products. They validated our assumptions about the pain, the need, and their willingness to purchase. And if I can, and we also wanted to show you that we have 2 letters of intent to purchase our devices from 2 of the largest firms in the area. If I can leave you with 3 main points. Paper is dying. The AEC industry is begging us for a better electronic document management solution, and Rollout is that solution. Let's build a better and greener future for the AEC industry with Rollout. Thank you.
And Tim, I know that there's a lot of questions about the technology, and here's the one thing that I wanted to address pretty strongly. Matt, he's on the first-name basis with the CTO of EE. Here's what he told us over the phone, and I participated in that conversation. There's no technology barriers, it's all about the business case. They were looking for something to do with the technology. So he was excited when Matt told him, like, wow, I never thought about that. So the technology is there. They just wanted, they didn't know what to do with it, so now we came up with a great application.
They've been focused on consumer electronics for too long in EE.
So from a hardware perspective, think of this like we said as an iPad and 2. So the hardware technology is there, and this product will be using next generation products, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, 4G connectivity. So it has the same capability, same horsepower as your tablets. And as you know, companies like Apple are going into 64-bit processing and things like that. We may or may not need that kind of horsepower, but it'll have that. And from a flexible point of view, the technology is there. It's just a matter of a business case. They're ready to tool their equipment and to produce these sheets. So it's, as far as this business case, we believe that it's a great business case that, we can utilize a technology that's not really being utilized to its full potential in this current market today. So
You were going to talk about barriers to entry. This technology is interesting and and you're saying, you're sort of the other side of that is what keeps, rumor has it Google has a lot of money.
A little bit of cash.
What keeps Google from doing this, or Panasonic you also mentioned, or Apple or somebody
we do have
else?
a PCT patent filed, so we are going for the worldwide patent protection. However, we also are going to file a lot more patents for different aspects, a lot more claims. We're going to do design patents, which Apple's big on as well. But the thing is, we are the first to approach e-ink with a viable solution and strategy to get this solution to market. And like you said, I have the CTO's cell phone number in my cell phone. I called him the other day. He was chainsawing some trees in his yard. He was off, but he answered my call. So we do have that relationship built, and we're going to sign this joint development agreement, and we're going to seek exclusivity in as many ways as we can to develop those barriers to entry.
So that exclusive isn't done yet?
We're working on it, that's correct.
And who's that with again?
E-ink.
E-ink, yes, sir.
Are you talking to any of the Ricos of the world or the HPs of the world? I mean, they're in the paper big time, and it seems like that being a declining market, they would have interest in, developing an alternative revenue base.
Yes,
so
sir.
It seems like this would be a great dovetail into what they're doing.
It would. We didn't put their logos up there, but we wanted to show parallel companies to them. But we had thought about Ricos and HPs. They do the reprographics, do-it-yourself things, so they give you the machines, whereas ARC does it for them. So yes, sir, we have thought about that. We think that'd be a great opportunity.
Talk about the revenuization of your product. I would think that would be one of your biggest challenges.
This is great for e-ink because for a flexible display, it's way more rugged than an iPad. It's not on glass. It doesn't break. You can drill holes in it and the whole display doesn't go out, just the hole. Yeah. So it's way more rugged than the current solutions on the market today. You have e-ink devices from 2002 that are still in operation. So this is very rugged. It's perfect for the construction industry. And we confirmed it by talking to our customers. They are the ones that have told us how great and revolutionary this would be for them. That's what drives us, and that's what gave us the idea for the non-rollable. We listen to our customers, and they want this now.
Construction happens all over the world, and I'm wondering if you have thought about adapting it for United Immigrants, China, Seoul, South American countries. Any
Absolutely.
thoughts on that?
Absolutely. Definitely some conversations we've had among ourselves, the global reach that we have. We actually were talking about Dubai, for example, the way that they've just, the United Arab Emirates, and how they've expanded. So, yeah, we definitely have
We're gonna have to
China.
cut it off there.
places like that.
So thank you guys.
Thank you.